Good morning, precious. How you doing, baby? Happy Saturday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Coffee and Conversation with Shakenya. I know it's a long name, but shit, figure it out. And hit subscribe. It's free. It's choppy over here, Facebook. I might have to come up off of here. I'm sorry, Facebook. I'm going to stay on as long as I can. I don't know what's going on. I think this phone, I got to delete some stuff, man. I got so many videos. You would think I have a movie out already. Okay? So, y'all, I'm going to keep it real quick because, yeah, it is Saturday. Yeah, I can't get into the syllabus, right? So, today, I think I'm going to keep it light. Keep it real light. I'm going to touch on some of the ways you can support me, some of the ways you can get to know me, some of the ways you can help with my mission, right? I know you say, who the hell is you, Shakenya, to be following, and who is you to be, you ain't interesting, you ain't doing nothing. Like, I know you might feel that way. I don't though. Yeah, I feel like I'm famous already. I feel like I'm a mover and a shaker. I feel like I'm doing big things. Right now I'm on top of the world, right? Yeah, I am. Even with everything that's going on, even with me being sad, dealing with depression, missing my baby, that's the only thing. Yeah, I know it's a big part, it's a big chunk, but other than that, everything else is kind of going according to plan, right? I had to shift to plan B, but I never stopped the mission, right? I'm still on the same plan, I'm still on the same program, it's just I had to do things a little differently after losing all the kids, right? Yeah, the children were the backbone of the company, the children were the backbone of everything. Like, whenever I would say, let's do, they just got up and did. They didn't really give me any problems. Like, it was not a lot of resistance. You know what I'm saying? So I might have been delusional, maybe. I don't know, because I saw something maybe different than what everybody else was seeing, right? Like, I saw... Man, what did I see? You know what I'm saying? Because today is nothing like where we at in the series 2016. Yeah, 2025 ain't nothing like 2016. It ain't like 2017. It ain't like 2018. 2019, it took a spill. I still don't know where the spill at. Still ain't been able to clean it up. But we had to have taken a major spill for things to be reversed, for things to be going backwards, for things to be going on a decline instead of an incline. Something went terribly wrong, right? It shouldn't be like this. You know, everybody telling me God is over all of this, and I believe it. So I have to embrace it. A lot of behavioral issues and problems that I wasn't used to dealing with, you know, growing up as a child and dealing with other people and other people. Yeah, because of the jobs I've held, I've been a family service worker, so I was always introduced to different families, different dynamics, helping, giving resources with our wraparound services or whatever. But yeah, he was doing stuff that I ain't like he'd get kicked out and then get took back and then get kicked out the same day. I take them back, right? Like, they'll be calling me at work. I gotta leave work to come and get them. Like, he would leave home and don't come back home. Some of y'all would call that running away. But he would leave. I would have to go make a police report. I would have to ride around. I would have to call all the friends that I know. I would have to go through the neighborhood for hours looking for him, see if I can find him, right? And then he'll turn up. right? So the days of agony of not knowing where he is, and then all of a sudden he pop up, is the type of stuff I was dealing with him, right? Then I had to go back to the police station and let him know that I found him. Here he is. He no longer missing, right? And he was doing this at like age 12, 11 and 12, right? Yep. So I had a good relationship with all the teachers. So whenever he would get out of hand, they would call me, and I'll go up there and take care of him. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I done whooped his ass in school. Oh yeah, I done took him to the bathroom, real quick, tighten him up a little bit, and he'll act okay for maybe the rest of the week, right? But this is a ritual. This was our routine, me and that little brother, right? So therapy came into play, right? That helped a little bit, but not much, right? Medication came into play, right? Diagnosis had to be done, right? So I stayed on top of it, right? Trying to help him as best as I could, right? So when behavior started getting too outrageous, like tearing up people's property, and yeah, the whooping stopped working. Yeah, all it was doing was hurting my baby. Yeah, because you got to think about it. If he acting up like twice a week, 2 or 3, he getting the ass whooped 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, yeah, that's damaging, right? So I didn't think about it then, because I know when I was growing up, I got my ass whooped and it tightened me up. So I didn't get too many ass whoopings, right? So I didn't get in trouble too much, right? So I mean, he was in trouble all the time, right? So moving forward, I said it got to be a better way. It got to be a better way. So the things that I did do, now, it was a social worker. I want to say his name was Mr. Edwards, and he was at Boysville, right? And he allowed me to bring my little brother and my sons, whenever they were getting out of control, to their place for their meetings. Hence, that's where the family meetings come in at. Yeah, they divulged a lot in that circle with those young men. They talked about a lot. They got a lot off their chest. They got help for a lot of the stuff that they were dealing with in that family meeting. It's what I call it in attitude adjustment. I adapted that, right? The whole boot camp experience, I adapted that in the attitude adjustment. That's like the second phase. Yep. If this don't work, this jail tour don't work, then let's move on into something a little more aggressive, right? So yeah, attitude adjustment was created as a prevention program for children with behavior issues, so it can be like the step before jail. Because here, everything is devised to lock them up, right? They have residential settings is what they call it, but it's really just baby jail because they can't leave when they want. So I wanted to put something in place as a step before we get there. Before you file incorrigibility on the baby. Let me take you to this jail tour. Let me let you talk to these returning citizens. Let me let you talk to some people that's been there in your shoes, done what you've done, and maybe you will learn something from that, right? Right now, I'm working on a different method. I'm working on a peer-on-peer mentoring situation. So I want to try to collaborate with the juvenile justice system to see if I can bring the children in there so they can talk to those children. That way they can see a representation of themselves. Yeah, talking to the returning citizens, the adults, it does help, right? Because they're good at telling stories and putting the kids there. But to see somebody the same age as you sitting across the table, and when you leave to go home to your family, they still here in this facility, I think it'd be more eye-opening. So I'm going to elevate it. The radio show. Black businesses are underrepresented. Don't nobody know where you at, who you are, right? People need to know. And in my mind, that's the only reason why I think we don't shop amongst one another, because we don't know. Radio show, platform, me, Sexy Shakenya. Motor City Radio is a platform for black-owned businesses. Support us. Support our people, right? This is black. My boy Mike over there on Greenfield and Schoolcraft, right? This is black. My boy Raynard Brown, yep, over there at Triple Action Fitness, yep. This is black. Allure Wrist Design, yep. This Movado, this not black, but this is, right? So yeah, shop black for the holiday. So Motor City Radio was created. So follow Motor City Radio. Cleaning company, cleaning techs, designed to create generational wealth for me and my kids, right? Something that we can do, something that a vehicle that we can ride to get out the hood, right? Get that money generated from those cleaning contracts. You can use that money for anything, to invest in anything, to build anything, right? I had a team, me and my kids. That's where we started, cleaning techs, right? I'm still cleaning. The children aren't, but I'm still cleaning, right? So, cleaning techs. It was supposed to evolve to be a situation where I'm just hiring returning citizens, giving people a second chance, right? Still on that mission, just slowed down now because I don't have a team anymore, right? But if the children were still working with me, by them generating their own contracts and managing them and hiring their own people, I would have had several contracts going at once. So therefore, I would be able to hire returning citizens as soon as they come home, right? Get them a job, get them on their feet, right? But that dream had to be deferred as well when the baby was pulled out, right? Painting and drywall. Didn't expect it to go as far as it did, right? Started off as being a little task around the house, fixing stuff, because I was always by myself, me and my kids, right? So, yeah, that evolved when I started painting other people's homes, right? So it got to the point when I get to their house, they ask, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And of course I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to jump on YouTube. Next thing I know, I'm putting in ceramic flooring. I'm putting in subfloors. I'm building frames. I'm hanging drywall. I'm painting your house. I'm hanging your light fixtures. I'm putting in your sink. I'm putting in your plugs and your outlets, right? So, yeah, but that too is supposed to evolve to where I just get the jobs and send people on. Again, my returning citizens, my people, right? So I'm doing all the work and doing all the jobs, not because that baby was pulled out and it pulled my team apart, but I'm still moving, right? So you can support me by going to my page, Shakenya Wardlaw on Facebook, Shakenya on Instagram, Shakenya on TikTok. You can get a copy of my book, Dysfunctional Family Knot. You can go to Amazon, Lulu Publishing, and you can get it from Urban City Publishing. And this was my therapy. Yeah. Talks about all the dysfunctions in my life growing up as a child. Talk about how I am as I was writing the book, because I have journal entries for what was going on. A lot of the stuff I talk about here on Coffee and Conversation is in the book. Yep. You can support Coffee and Conversation by going to that YouTube channel. Yeah. We talk about everything on Coffee and Conversation. It started just talking about my situation. Yeah. And through my situation, I realized that we need better and healthier co-parenting relationships after the breakup, right? So, hence, Coffee and Conversation. I come in and talk every day about ways that you can help be a better unit. Yeah, unified front. Y'all broke up, y'all don't like each other, y'all can't get along, haven't forgiven each other. I help you get through all of that. Yeah, for the sake of the kids. Yeah, for the sake of the kids. And from that, the co-parenting workshop was birthed. Yeah, co-parenting workshop. It's an 8-week workshop to teach y'all how to get along better. Yep, if you're struggling in that area, your attorney say that you gotta get one. The judge say y'all gotta find some type of co-parenting program. CPS say you gotta find some type of parenting program so y'all can get them babies back. Get in my inbox. It's 8 weeks of teaching you how to get along with your baby mama and your baby daddy after the breakup. Teach y'all how to communicate better. Teach y'all about putting up boundaries. Teach y'all about how to just basically how y'all should be for the sake of that baby, right? So y'all, I gotta get out of here because I got work to do.